What's happening, YouTube? Back with another video. Kansas City Chiefs Week 16 recap. Hollywood Brown is back. I'm gonna get into it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hollywood Brown is back. He played phenomenal. Pat played well. He completed 70% of his passes. He had 260 passing yards, 1 touchdown in the air, 1 touchdown on the ground. He was efficient. He looked like the MVP. He looked like the Pat of old, like the Pat that we're used to seeing, where like it was a 2018-2019 season. He switches the ball on a primetime game against the Broncos to his left hand to throw the ball, or Patrick Mahomes like against the Rams, where it was a shootout. It was like 50-something to 50-something on a Monday night. Just all this type of Pat stuff that you're used to seeing. Maybe in the Super Bowl, where not necessarily that crazy or that phenomenal, but just the old Pat where we're used to seeing, where he looked efficient. He looked like a gunslinger quarterback, or just like in the game against the Bucs, where he's just diving halfway through the air and this guy's throwing the ball to the back of the end zone, pinpointing players in the faces, and people don't even talk about it anymore. But he has a chance of winning the MVP if we remain as the best team in the National Football League. But it's up in the air because Josh Allen's having a great season. Like I saw him wear the Mamba cleats the other day, the custom Mamba Kobe cleats, sevens, I think Kobe sevens. I don't even remember, but like I saw him wear it the other day against the Rams. That was a shootout. That was a good game. Beat the Lions. They lost the Rams, beat the Lions, and who they beat? I don't even remember who they played recently. But and then Lamar Jackson's also having a great season as well. And Lamar's always efficient. He's always good under John Harbaugh's offense. Good system. John Harbaugh's obviously a great coach. Been a good coach for years. I think he's one of the greatest coaches of all time. I heard that take. I think that's a great take. I think a lot of people agree with that. He's just kind of underrated because he has 1 ring. But like even though he has 1 ring, you can see that he sets the culture with everybody, because the Ravens were known for like their bad boy and their rough mentality, and just like, you know, it's just like their history of just having Ray Lewis and just setting the culture, and just you don't want to play in Baltimore. And then it's like and then he just comes in and gets Joe Flacco to be the quarterback, and then it's like they have more of an offense now that they have. Like they had Steve Smith, they had forgetting the receiver's name, the big body receiver Anquan Bolden. I don't even remember the names, but like they had a lot of good receivers. Like they had a lot of good players on offense, and just like even the running back that had that court case, Ray Rice, whatever. Like they had a good team, and like they really just had a great offense. Joe Flacco won Super Bowl MVP against his brother. Like they clearly know what they're doing. Jim Harbaugh as well, with the Chargers in our division. I always speak positively about the Chargers because Justin Herbert. I really like what they're doing with They had a great win against the Broncos, and I really like what they're doing with Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh, just setting the culture and just I don't know, like just restructuring like Justin Herbert's role in the offense. So just and then overall to continue to talk about Josh Allen and what I liked about his case for MVP is just he's just a beast. Like he can really run whenever he wants. I think it's probably like the best dual threat quarterback in the league. I heard that take as well. Like where he can when he runs, he's probably the most unstoppable running quarterback, because Lamar can get injured very easily. He doesn't get injured. He trucks, like he took Tyrann Mathieu out of that game. Like he trucks anybody. He can jump over people. He's super fast. I think if he runs a 40 right now, he runs a 4.4 or maybe an early 4.5. Like he can throw the ball the whole field. He can throw the ball out of the stadium. 99 throw power in Madden. Great arm talent. Great release. Can play with anybody. He doesn't need these big name receivers. You got rid of Diggs and clearly proved them all wrong. Diggs was having a great year, but then he's injured. So it's like they're both having their own success. Like when they traded with Justin Jefferson, and then the big trade, and then Justin Jefferson had success, and then Diggs had success in Buffalo. It's like Diggs is always good, and Josh Allen's probably always going to be good. I hope he's good after the injury. I want to keep it on the Chiefs, but that's just what I think for the MVP. I think it's going to come down to those 3 for the MVP. I don't think Jared Goff's going to really be in the conversation, just because I think the Lions are kind of just like they have 2 running backs, which is tough because the running back having 1 good running, even though David Montgomery got injured, having 1 running back, they had him for the majority of the season. Having 1 running back alone, it kind of takes away from a quarterback, because you can't run and pass at the same time, obviously. So it's like, and then they have 2 good running backs. Their whole team is stacked, really. Even though it's not the biggest names, but it's like, and he's just not a superhero quarterback, so it's just tough for him to really win the MVP. But because the league's changed, the league's really it's a bunch of Aaron Rodgers, like RG3, like Russell Wilson, just lookalikes in the league now. That's pretty much what it is. But not to take away from Jared Goff or anything. I think he's the best version of himself. I think he's improved. I think he is doing it for the right reason. I think he has passion, and he's just trying to get better and better, and just prove everybody wrong for with the Rams trade, and just continue to excel as a quarterback and show that you don't need to be a superhero. But I think it's gonna be hard for him to win MVP in nowadays age. In the older age, like it wouldn't be that hard, because Joe Flacco really wasn't a superhero quarterback. But yeah, I just want to keep it back on the Chiefs. Our defense played well. we held the Texans high flying offense to under 20 points, which I thought was amazing because the Texans, like, they've had inconsistencies, but their offense throughout the season has been good. I would say it's been very good, even though their division isn't that strong. I think they have a good offense. I don't know where it's ranked. I'm not too sure. I didn't look at PFF, but I know that they have a good offense, and just overall, it's like they have CJ Stroud. They got Nico Collins back. Tank Dell did get injured. I don't remember what quarter that was in, but like even still, like our defense looked strong throughout the whole entire game. I'm gonna get into the stats in a second, but I think our defense is getting better and it's really starting to improve. And we're looking like I think we're ready for the playoffs. Like I don't know what about what you guys saw, but like it looked like we were ready for the playoffs. The way that Hollywood Brown just took over, like he looked like that in preseason, and like we all knew it. Like even when Pat did the behind the back pass, and we knew that what we had like even after draft and everything. But what the team that we had like for the season, but then we had we had a lot of injuries actually, probably one of the most injuries, but we had the best record still. So that speaks volumes to our team and just to our culture and Andy Reid and just the ownership. So it's just like overall, I would say that like Hollywood Brown's just a great receiver. Like he's gonna only get better, obviously, and he had an impact with Lamar. He had an impact with the Cardinals, but Kyle Murray got injured and Cliff Kingsbury. You know, like he's a good coordinator, and like. He's a decent head coach with a good coordinator. Clearly was a good college head coach with Pat, but he had issues in Arizona, and Arizona's just dysfunctional. So it's a lot to say, but like, I don't know. But I think that we're ready for the playoffs, and I think that Hollywood Brown's gonna have a big role. And I just can't speak enough of how well he played. He looked very, very good. I'm gonna get to his stats. I didn't read how well it is, but like I know that the eye test was better than the stats because he could easily have a 200-yard game like a Julio Jones back in the day and just ball out and go crazy. Let's read the stats. Oh, and then lastly, I gotta show love to Pacheco because Pacheco played well again, and you gotta love to see him back on the field. Kareem Hunt had 11 carries for 55 yards, 1 touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco had 9 carries for 26 yards, 2.9. I never said he played the best, but I'm just saying I'm glad to see him back there. Pat had 1 touchdown. I already said that, and Kareem Hunt had a touchdown as well. Yeah. For receiving game, Xavier Worthy had 7 receptions for 65 yards and a touchdown. Samaje Perine had 3 receptions for 50 yards. Hollywood Brown had 5 receptions for 45 yards, 9 yards in average. DeAndre Hopkins had 4 receptions for 37 yards. Travis Kelce had 5 receptions for 30 yards. Yeah, so it was a solid game. We spread the ball around. I remember like in the preseason, just in general, like throughout the other season, like when we were trying to like work things, like I'm trying to compare like when we're trying to work things together because we're still trying. The regular season is basically our preseason. Like I hope all the Chiefs fans know that like that's basically our preseason because we're always gonna be in the Super Bowl and it's always gonna be an Airhead Invitational because. Like we're always spreading, like Pat's always trying something. Like we're always trying something with the playbook. Just in general, we're trying to involve people where we're trying to bring a 2 tight end set, or we're trying to bring a 3 receiver or 4 receiver. We could do that as well. It's like we're just trying to spread the ball around to everybody. Everybody has a role. Everybody's role can benefit somebody else's role. Like how Xavier Worthy could benefit Juju Smith-Schuster, and how Juju Smith-Schuster could benefit Travis Kelce, and just how like everybody benefit. Isaiah Pacheco can benefit Kareem Hunt, and then Kareem Hunt can benefit like everybody's roles together. It's a great team. You can tell we have a lot of pieces and we're ready for a 3-peat. That's what it's going to take if you want to win 3 rings in a row because nobody's ever done it. So you got to look like something that nobody else has ever seen. And this team looks like something that nobody else has ever seen. And that's not even to speak about how great this defense can be. Because I know that we lost Jalen Watson and. Who else did we lose? I think we just lost Jalen Watson, and that hurt us a lot because he was playing really well as a second-string corner. Like he was looking like he could have had not necessarily a Pro Bowl year, but like a breakout year because not everybody can be a Pro Bowler, right? Because that's still an honor, even though today it's not the same what it used to be. It's just like you could tell that he was going to have a big role, and just Trent McDuffie's locked down. Probably, I think he's the best corner in the league right now. It's like Spags is doing a great job. I can talk about the team stats. They had 311 total yards. We had 375 total yards. They had 227 passing yards. We had 251 passing yards. They had 84 rushing yards. We had 124 rushing yards. They had 5.4 yards per play. We had 5.4 yards per play. 25 first downs to their 20 first downs. 7 out of 13 for third down efficiency for both of us. So that's better than. Well, that's over half for them. That's good for us, but like because we're always good on third down. That's why we're like one of the best teams in the league. You got to win on third down, and you want to prevent third downs as well. If you can just pick up the yards early and just try to be creative with your plays, with your schemes. The 7 for 13 for our defense. I think that's about what we're usually giving up. But you have to remember it's the Texans, and I think the Texans are a good team. Like they still have Joe Mixon, and they still have Nico Collins and CJ Stroud and Dalton Schultz. Like they have a team there, and their O-line's playing well. They literally have a team. So it's like even though they're missing some players, I think they have a team, and some people are going to underlook that. We were 1 for 2 on fourth downs. Penalties, they had 6. We had 2. Interceptions thrown, they had 2 with 0. So Pat didn't throw any picks. That's a good game for him. Time of possession of 30 to theirs 26. So that's a good game. I can get into the next topic. Next week versus Steelers. I mean, my bad, not next week. Tomorrow versus Steelers, because it's gonna be uploaded today. So I'm not gonna be uploading the video because it's gonna be Christmas. But I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be uploading the video again on later throughout the week. But I'm gonna talk about what I think the Christmas match against the Steelers is gonna look like. I think that we're gonna. I honestly think that we can beat them pretty well. I think we're gonna go up on them and then we're gonna want to rest some players. I think that we're gonna be up on them and we're gonna rest our players in the fourth quarter. So I'm saying that we win by at least 10 points. And the Steelers have a good team. They got Russell Wilson playing well, Mike Tomlin, of course, the 2 running backs with Najee and Jalen Warren. And George Pickens is back, and George Pickens is solid. Pat Freiermuth is a great tight end. I'm not remember. They Mike Williams, they have a good. Calvin Austin's playing really well. The track star, they have a good team. Their defense is great, of course, with Minka Fitz, T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, Joey Porter. I can't remember all the names, but I know that they have a great team and it's gonna be a good game. But I just think that we always play well against the Steelers too. If you want to remember that, Pat always plays well against Mike Tomlin. So I remember he had 6 touchdowns one time when Big Ben was a quarterback, and I also remember we played them in the Super Wildcard round, and we basically just threw a party on them. We were up almost 20 or I don't know. We were up a lot by half, and Travis Kelce scored caught the ball from half field, scored right before half, and he's literally a tight end. It's the craziest thing ever. And then Tyreek Hill was just dancing with pom poms. So it's I think it's gonna be a back, not really necessarily back and forth, but a good game to watch for Christmas. But I think that we'll end up beating them pretty well. And peace out, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe.